Hello, in this video I'm going to go over a build that I have completed here with subclassing. Um, this is my version of what everybody I guess is calling a zoo build. Now this build, I have tested this on the trial dummy. I'm going to say that this can do 100,000 DPS because I hit 96,000 on it, and I am not very good at parsing. So I'm going to tell you that with somebody that knows what they're doing and is a very practiced parser, they can probably hit 100,000 with this build. And so I'm just going to say that this does 100,000 because I'm guaranteeing that somebody that's more proficient at parsing can get the extra 4,000 out of here to call it a 100,000 build. So let's get into it. What sets am I wearing? Well, as you can see, I am running Onsoles Torment with the Unleashed Ritualist, which is not a very common run set. This comes from the Cauldron. So if you go down here, go to the Cauldron, it's the very bottom set. Now this set used to be a lot different, but they buffed it in the last patch. This used to have, I believe, a line of Max Magica, or maybe even two, I can't remember. And in the old, before subclassing, giving your pets 20% damage was not that big of a deal. However, I got a lot of pets on this build. I have the Archer, I've got the Blast Bones here, I've got my Daedric pets. There's a lot of pets here, and I have the bear. So I've got quite a bit of pets here getting buffed by this 20% damage. So let me go over how I've got this set up. I have the Ritualist on the Daggers. I have a Nirnhoned Flame and a charged Poison Dagger from the Ritualist. A back bar Perfected Inferno Staff. Now in content, when you're not parsing, I would recommend switching this to a lightning staff, and the reason why is so that if you're in a solo situation, being able to proc this skill to where you're damaging an off-balance enemy is going to quadruple the weapon damage that this gives. This is essentially your spammable on the build. And so this gives you 400 weapon and spell damage if you're damaging an off-balance enemy, and the lightning staff will provide off-balance. I only use the Inferno staff on the dummy because they have engulfing flames present on here. So that helps get the damage up a little bit, and off-balance is already present permanently on the dummy anyway, so you don't need to use a lightning staff when you're parsing. Just make that one little change that way. I have a one-piece medium Zaans, which is the one line of critical chance. Then I have Onsoles on the body pieces, except for the waist is the ritual. So I've got chest, shoulders, gloves, legs, and feet, all divines. And by the way, this is a Magicka build. And I have the Thief Mundus stone. And then I'm running Velothi with 2 rings of the Ritualist. So the 2 rings, the waist, and the front bar daggers are your 5 pieces of the Ritualist. So how I run this build, basically, it's a pretty simple rotation, really. Get your Archer out. You basically only need to keep up 2 skills on the back bar, so it's almost like a 1.5 bar build. You keep up your wall of elements and your archer, and then you get on your front bar and you throw a blast bones. Once you get a corpse, you pop the detonating siphon and you just light attack and keep up your screaming cliff diver. And all you got to do is keep up the 2 skills on the back, just like that. It's that simple. The sustain on this is pretty good, as you can see. I'm not running out of magicka very much. It's sustained pretty well, and I haven't even popped a potion yet. I will pop one there just to make sure that I don't run out of resources, but the bear does very good damage. I want to try and stay on your front bar as much as possible with this, so that you can keep the 20% buff on your pets. And then the Onsole is going to buff by another 7% plus the 5 from Minor Slayer. But as you can see, it's about 36. I've gotten up and over 40,000 on a regular dummy here for a full parse. But that's just to show the rotation of what this can do. Without being buffed by anybody else, proccing my back bar weapon glyph. As you can see, I'm sitting at about 5,700 damage here. If I proc the off balance there and keep that up, I can get up on over 6,000 damage with critical chance up just about 40% there. So really easy to do, and the crit chance actually goes up and over 51 once you get the detonating siphon going. But anyway, let's go into the champion tree. Oh, and by the way, for the food, before I forget that, I am running Ghastly Eyeball on this build. You can run probably, if you need some max health, you probably could run Witch Mothers or even Artam, or not Artam, but Clockwork City Citrus. That's kind of expensive. But let's get into the champion tree. For the blue tree, I am running Fighting Finesse, Biting Aura, and Master at Arms. And then if you are getting off balance from a lightning staff, or if you're parsing, you want to make sure you have the exploiter passive on, or excuse me, slottable. If you're not going to get off balance, I would switch to Wrathful Strikes to make sure that you're getting the most damage out of that. That would be my recommendation. But that's pretty much it for this build. Thank you for watching. Check out my channel. By the way, I forgot to go over. I'm using the Warden companion, animal companions, and this damn bug is really irritating. I've had to reload this quite a bit to get the skill lines to show properly. I can't be the only one this is affecting, but here we go. I'm running the Warden animal companions, the Daedric summoning from the sorcerer, and Gravelords from the necromancer. So, and then I have dual wield front bar and an Inferno staff back bar. And I am a dark elf on this, but you can choose whatever race you want. Really, it doesn't, just do your own thing there. But thank you for watching this video. I will post some more videos when I can. If you like this video, please check out my channel. Go onto my channel and go down into my playlists. I have made several videos and I have organized them by subject on my playlist there. I've got them separated by healer, DPS, tanks, trial stuff, general knowledge, PvP, crafting, all kinds of different things. Go on there and see if there's any other videos that maybe I've got something you haven't heard of and I can explain it. I show everything that I'm talking about in the game, just so it's something that I like to do is show people exactly in the game how things work and basically debunk things. But thank you for watching. Check out my channel for my other videos, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.